Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Hey, coming at you with another video today, and today it is on the new Tops Knives Woodcrafter. I got this in a couple of days ago, been kind of carrying it around on my hip a little bit, just checking out how it carries. Really liking it. Cool blade, fits really good in my hand. It's got a beautiful leather sheath. Sheath is very classy looking. Check it out, give you guys a close look. Gotta see that. Not gonna I'm going to go over at the end of the video a little bit more on the sheath and the knife itself and the specs, but what we're going to do today, we're going to get right into it. We're going to get into, I'm going to build a fire here in my fire pit, so I'm going to barbecue some chicken over it, and give you guys a quick look here. There's my fire pit. I'm kind of got a little bit prepped for a fire. Hope we got that in there. See, I got my wood here. So I'm kind of sitting on the ground doing this a little different today, and I'm actually going to lower the camera down so you can get a better look at me actually putting this to use. Trying something a little different today compared to some of my other videos. So let's get to it, right? First off, I am going to be using my Tops brush wolf to help me out a little bit here with splitting down some of these larger pieces, which this Woodcraft would not be meant to use for. But I will do some feather sticking, whittle some of this stuff down, split some of the smaller pieces for you guys. Just show the Woodcraft in action. So let's go ahead and lower this down right here. See if we can get a good view of working area. Tilt this down just a tad bit. One more quick adjustment, guys, and we'll get right to it. Sorry. Want to make sure I got a good camera angle for you guys. Since I'm doing this by myself, I don't have anybody to help me with the camera. But let me take this knife out of the sheath, give you guys a quick look at it. Beautiful knife. It carries very well. But first I need to make some kind of splinter kindling. So I'm going to use this piece of wood right here. I'm going to break it down a little bit. Baton stick here. Show you guys, I'm going to split this. This stuff is pretty easy to split. Splits through no problem doing this. This stuff is typically not hard to, I think it's like off an old fence post or something like that. But yeah, typically you can split this stuff real quick and easy. It doesn't take much, but if you got to get that kindling going, right? We're gonna break this out. Show you guys do some feather sticking here. Hopefully you guys can see that good. Super bright out here today. This is one sunny day we've had in a while here in California, and man, we've been getting pummeled by rain, which is, we need it, but it's also been really detrimental to a lot of our areas too. But today was the day I was able to get out here since the sun's out. So hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, I can sit here and whittle off a nice feather stick. What I like about it is I'm doing this, because the way this handle is rounded and shaped, it just kind of rolls in my hand. Doesn't roll like it's slipping, but it doesn't give me any hot spots. It feels really nice in the hand to do this. It doesn't bug me at all. And with this rounded off spine here, where they have like these kind of grooves, my thumb is actually, it doesn't give any hot spots on my thumb either. So it actually makes it really nice to sit here and roll up on it. It does have some jimping on the spine here if you need to get that extra grip, but like doing these feather sticks, I choke up here. It actually feels really good. I like it. But you can sit here and just keep doing that until you whittle off your feather stick, if you will. Needed to do some longer shavings. Obviously, you could do that as well. You see that? Give yourself some longer shavings there if you need to. Definitely got a stabby point. Stick it in there. I mean, this is a hard, thick piece of wood, but got a nice stabber. See, it didn't do anything to the tip. It's got a nice belly to it for shaving. Let me see if I can. This piece is a little bit greener, so it shaves a little differently, but you can see I can sit here and shave off slices, no problem. I mean, you can see these big old slices flying off here. But I would be remiss if I did not attempt to do some batoning with this little guy. You see here, it's about that size. It's about the same width. I think the problem I might run into with this is running out of space to hit on the blade here. So let me get my baton and stick here. We'll give it a few whacks, see what we can do. Well, my log here that I'm using to prop up is not cooperating with me. Well, I'm getting through it. You can see there. Again, one of the problems I have is being able to get some force on here. And what I'm doing is I'm actually hammering down the tip, and then the end's coming up, so I'm having to readjust, pushing back down on this to get it. But hitting the top of that tip right there with this wood, and it's not, doesn't seem to be doing any damage to the tip, which is a good thing. Jacks up your baton stick a little bit, but there we go. Probably not the most scientific method for batoning, but it works, right? We're almost getting there, guys. We're getting there. Plus, this is going to give us a really good indication, I think, of how well this bronze Cerakote is going to hold up. There we go. Getting there. Whew. Pop that out real quick. Hitting a knot there. It was kind of making it want to twist off a little bit, but let's see if it did anything to the blade here. So I'm looking at the blade, looking straight down. Nope, it's not bent. No chips or rolls in the edge. Pretty good, pretty good. See if I can't get back here. I really do want to see if I can't get this split. I got it about cracked about halfway down, if you can see that. But I think we can get through this. I would just stick my tip on my finger right there. That's all right. You ain't barbecuing if you ain't bleeding a little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time getting through that. Mostly because I'm getting right to here and there's a knot that it's really giving me a hard time with. And I don't have enough purchase area to hit to really get through it. But it did a pretty good job of splitting it most of the way. Let's set that to the side real quick. Got the brush woof. See, obviously with a brush woof, you have a lot more real estate to be able to hit here, to be able to baton through this. See if I can get this back up here. Give you guys I know it's not a brush woof video, but I think what I want to do is if I can get this split all the way, I will baton through this smaller half with the Woodcraft so you can see that in action. There we go. There you go, the brush woof, awesome blade as well. So now we have this half piece. Now this would be a little bit more realistic for if you had to baton through to help make some more kindling for your campfire or whatever. Yeah, see, there you go. No problem. It was just a little bit too big of a piece to try to get in this way. Like I said, just didn't have enough real estate there. But again, this knife isn't designed to be batoning through wood like that. But I did want to show you that depending on the size of the piece, you know, it is possible to do it. Or if you had to maybe take, like, so you got this corner piece right here, it's like triangular shape, and you need it just a small sliver off of it. This is already, yeah, This probably isn't that best of a, it's already kind of cracked a little bit, but you had to get in there and pry a piece off. Okay, yeah, that was already kind of coming off there. But again, you can come in here, do some more shavings. Break this down. Come in here, do a lot more fine shaving with it if you need to. And I'm doing this because I'm going to use these pieces to help try to make my fire here in a second. So, and I am going to try to make a fire. Even though this does have a 90-degree spine, I think I can strike a fire rod off of this jimping area right here. So we're going to give that a shot. See if we can't get this fire kind of started. So, got a couple of spots split there. Stand by 1 second. Let me adjust this camera angle for you guys. Yep, that's my big backyard that's dirty right now. Let's get a little bit closer here. All right. So hopefully you guys can see that very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this little guy right here. And we will set up, I would just use that baton stick's a little too big. I'll set this guy up right here. So what I'm doing with these two guys, actually, I don't even need that one. I'm going to do that right there. See if we can still see what's going on in here. Can, awesome. We'll take some of this stuff that I was, put it on this. This is old dryer lint right here that I got. Put my little feather sticks on here. Guys, I know this probably isn't the most effective way of building a fire, but I just kind of wanted to give it a shot real quick, see what we could do. See if we can't get something going here. Some of those pieces are probably a little too big. So what we're going to do is make a few more small ones. Please keep an eye on the fire for me, or lack thereof. Split some of these down. I know Aaron Morgan's probably watching this right now going, geez Louise, Jason, what are you doing? That is not the proper way to do this. But for time's sake, I'm trying to hurry. And this may or may not work. But hey, we're going to find out, right? All right, so I got a little bit of junk on there. Get this fire stick out. So you guys see the steel rod there? Here's the jimping. So let's see if we can't strike some sparks off with that jimping. Oh, may not be able to. Oh, there's a little bit. Did a little bit there. Let's try it again. So it does do some sparks, but not enough. It's not very well. Let me get the brush wolf. Brush wolf has a 90-degree spine right here specifically for, so you can see the big difference there. There you go. Caught that lint on fire. Put some of these bigger. What's nice about this old fence post kind of stuff is it does typically tend to catch on fire fairly quickly. And hopefully it does today. Pour that little stuff in there. Definitely got some heat coming off there. So you can see some of that old wood there that's caught. It's catching on. But we do need to give it a little bit more fuel. So set this down a little bit and use the old Woodcraft here. We'll split this up a little bit more. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, it goes through this pretty easy, guys. With this stuff anyway, I should say. Get in here and get a little bit more of that. Make some fine shavings to help it out, help the fire out, help it catch a little faster. A lot of this wood is wet too because it's been sitting outside where it's been getting, like I said, pelted by all this rain we've been getting. Set this down in the fire. All right, well, stand by. I'm gonna go keep this fire going here real quick, get it nice and big so I can get some coals down. I'm gonna pause the video and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna do an overview, do some size comparisons, give you some specs on this bad boy. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're back inside now for the rest of this video. Again, here's the sheath. Beautiful sheath. I really like it. It has a nice classic look to it. The one thing, if I had to critique it, would be not necessarily the snap, but I've never been a big fan of these type of retention, mostly because when you're taking it in and out of the sheath while it's on your belt, you really have to pay attention to pulling the knife out, because if you don't, you'll slice the strap off. And when you also go to resheath the knife, you definitely need to make sure that you have the sheath, the retention strap pulled back, so as you resheath the knife, you don't catch your retention strap. You're in a hurry, like it's just you pop it and you pull it out really fast. As you can see, there's a good chance you could slice into your retention strap. And the same goes for resheathing. If it's down and you just go to quickly resheath like this, you can tell you're going to slice right through your retention strap. That would be my biggest critique about the sheath, is that it's the nature of the design, but it does give it a really, really classic look that I like. So I'll deal with it, you know. And if it really bugs you that much, you can always get somebody to make you another sheath. But they do supply. This is a really nice sheath. It's thick leather, very, very soft, well-made leather sheath. So, but it's just a retention strap is my only issue with it. And you can see, get a closer look here. You can see how the coating held up to batoning through that wood and stuff. The handle, everything's still straight, nice and tight. There's a jimping. You can see here on the back. You can see, if I can get this to focus, the tip is perfectly fine after hitting the tip with the baton stick. No issues. Still very, very sharp. Let me see if I can do a little post-it note. Still pretty sharp, guys. Let me see. I can take some hair off. See the hair right there in my hand? Oh, see that hair? So yeah, it'll still shave the hair off my hand sharp, guys. So very well made. Let me give you the specs on this, guys. It's 8.75 inches overall. Blade length is 4.38. You have a cutting edge of 4.38. The blade thickness is 0.19. It's 1095 high carbon steel with a Rockwell hardness of 56 to 58. The blade finish is midnight bronze. The handle material is a tan canvas, black canvas micarta. The knife is 7.0 ounces. Weight with the sheath is 10.7 ounces. Obviously, it's brown leather, belt loop, and Marbles is the designer of this. This has been a classic design from Marbles Knife Company for a long time, and they reached out to Tops to essentially update the knife, give it a modern feel with more modern materials. And Tops did a bang up job on this knife. Very, very nice. Guys, overall, this blade feels great in the hand. It's really nice. I'm keeping this one. Obviously, I've been beating on it, but I was going to keep it from the get-go just because I like it. I really like the way it feels. I think this is going to be a good everyday, 4 inch blade to carry. It's with that nice belly and stuff. It's going to do just about anything you need to do. If you're out at camp, you got to cut up your steak or whatever. You're going to be able to do it with this. Shoot, man, we're running 20 minutes already. Sorry the video was so long. Kind of working outside took a little bit longer than I thought. My first time kind of trying to do a video like that. As you guys know, I don't really edit videos. I don't know how to do it too well, so I don't really try to. So most of the stuff I do is done in one shot, in one take. If I mess up, I mess up. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But again, I thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys are interested in picking up the Tops knives, Woodcraft, I'll put some links in the description below for places you can find it. Pick yourself one up. I think you'll really like it. Thanks again for watching. If you like what you see here, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.